This news update is brought to you by...
Say hello to Carol. Carol talks for a living, from morning till night. So she relies on Flow's crystal clear home phone service brought to her through Flow's 100% fiber to the home network. It keeps her in the know, and because she bundles her mobile broadband and TV services, she enjoys huge savings, so she can enjoy much more for much less. So visit any Flow retail outlet, call 1-800-804-2994, or visit discoverflow.co to find out more. One-of-a-kind connection. This is how we flow.
This is the Barbados Today Evening News Update for Monday, June 20th. Thank you for joining us. I am Mary Claire Williams. Police say they are investigating alleged threats on social media to disrupt this year's Cropover events. A post appears to be threatening a bloodbath to avenge a recent murder during Foreday Morning. But a statement from police spokesman David Welch says the force is taking the conversation seriously and they will work with other law enforcement agencies and private security to provide a safe environment for all persons during the Cropover season. Lawmen are also calling on the public to provide them or Crime Stoppers with information on any plans to disrupt an event or any information they may have about anyone or any group of people who may want to disrupt the events. To news from the courts, murder-accused Jamar Dewayne Bynoe this morning rested his case in the so-called Campus Trendz trial. Bynoe of Headley's Land, Bank Hall, St. Michael, is representing himself. He's accused of causing the deaths of 6 young women who died in a fire at the Tudor Street store in September 2010. The last witness for the defense was Stanislas Sylvester, who is a clothes salesman and also Bynoe's former barber. He gave evidence pertaining to 2 pairs of H&M jeans, which Bynoe claimed he bought from Sylvester back in December 2009. Closing arguments in Bynoe's trial are set to begin on Thursday morning in the No. 2 Supreme Court. Principal Crown Counsel Alliston Steele is appearing on the Crown's behalf, and Madam Justice Michelle Weeks is presiding over the case. Labour Minister Dr. Esther Bayo-Sugu is assuring employers in the private and public sector that government is committed to addressing their concerns that school leavers are not ready for the workplace. Several NGOs have successfully hosted career fairs for high school students, but addressing the inaugural World of Work showcase this morning, the minister acknowledged that some employers are still not satisfied that the potential employees are meeting the required standards.
I've heard concerns expressed by employers in the private as well as the public sector regarding the lack of readiness for new entrants into the working environment. I know that students, as you prepare to leave school, you probably think that you have everything it takes to get you into work and get you to succeed in your workplace. Unfortunately, what we're hearing from the employers doesn't echo that. They're quite concerned that students coming into the workplace, students either from secondary school or from our tertiary institutions, are not quite ready for the world of work.
Dr. Bayo-Sugu also called on employers to continue to support existing internship and apprenticeship programs or develop their own schemes. Meanwhile, the Managing Director of Regional Management Services, Inc., Dennis DePisa, had some words of advice for the students present.
The road ahead is not a paved one. You can expect to encounter many challenges and disappointments in your quest to gain employment. I encourage you not to be daunted. Like Mario at Trabot Designs, you look to find a way. Let innovation and entrepreneurship mean something to you more than buzzwords. Even when you try to go forward in an effort to be innovative or engaging as an entrepreneur, some will say to you words to the effect, not a red cent. And some will tell you straight, I can't deal with you now or with that right now. When you come against such terms, and those who look you in the face and make you a promise, but fail to deliver, remind yourself, God is good all the time.
One local hotelier says there is still room for all-inclusive properties to thrive, even though Barbados is still a predominantly room-only destination. General Manager of Sugar Bay Barbados Resort, Morgan Seal, says when the hotel was renovated and rebranded last year, he was initially skeptical about offering an all-inclusive, given the widely held view that guests would not patronize other businesses. But Seal says that is far from the case.
I think there's a delicate balance. AIs are really, really useful for people that may not know your country, like I said, the first timers, which is why I am quite happy. Initially, I was concerned about doing an AI property because of the fact that I did not want to be a property where guests just came and they didn't see our island or whatever else. But I think to a large extent we've mitigated that. We've managed to get them to go out and see the island. Our guests are actually going out and seeing the island quite a lot and exploring. So we're very, very proud of actually having achieved that. I still think that Barbados is probably one of the best places you can come in an EP hotel, a room-only hotel, simply because it's the huge number of restaurants, and not only just restaurants, but quality restaurants at every level.
In sports, West Indies captain Jason Holder is hoping that the weather holds up tomorrow for their match against Australia in the Tri-Nation Series. Yesterday's match between Australia and South Africa was rained out after a single over. South Africa reached 8 without loss before the match was called off. But Holder told the media earlier today he is hoping that his side will not suffer the same fate.
The wicket here for 1 degree is normally a good one. It may have a bit of bounce early up. In terms of pace, I'm not too sure if it's going to be that quick. Maybe a little slower on the slower side. But easy pace and in a sense, great, but better for the batsman. Again, we'll see what happens. There's been quite a bit of rain around. So yesterday, the pitch got wet, and I think we're going on the same strip again. So we'll see what happens in the morning, and hopefully it's a good strip for cricket.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter. That's the move for me. Stability, prosperity. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
In news from the region, the Jamaica Defence Force says it supports the recommendation by the West Kingston Commission of Inquiry for further investigation into allegations against members of the security forces relating to the May 2010 police military operation. Justice Minister Delroy Chuck tabled the report in Parliament last Wednesday. The 900-page document noted that the prevalence of complaints of extrajudicial killings suggested a pattern of abusive and illegal conduct which may reasonably be considered a failure of management to adhere to systems and rules. The commission was chaired by retired Barbados Chief Justice Sir David Simmons. Further afield, authorities have released partial transcripts of phone calls between police and the Orlando gunman Omar Mateen, who killed 49 people in a nightclub. Mateen called himself an Islamic soldier, and the FBI says he appeared to have been radicalized in the U.S. We get more in this BBC report.
As Orlando continues to come together in its grief, more information's coming to light about the horrific events that led to so much loss of life at the Pulse nightclub. The night of the attack, it's now known police were negotiating for nearly half an hour over 3 different phone calls with the killer, Omar Mateen. The FBI's released partial transcripts of those calls. Mateen identifies himself as an Islamic soldier, saying America had to stop bombing Iraq and Syria. At one point, he says he has a suicide vest and threatens to detonate explosives in a vehicle outside the club if, in his words, anyone did anything stupid.
While we're not releasing the audio, what I can tell you is that while the killer made these murderous statements, he did so in a chilling, calm, and deliberate manner.
The FBI says it's still looking into the motives of the killer, including issues surrounding his mental health, his own sexual orientation, and the means by which he may have been radicalized.
That's the news this evening. Remember, there's more on our website, www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're on Izumi Media in bus terminals and Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also tune into Channel 99 on Flow TV or Mix 96.9 FM for more news and sports. I am Marie Claire Williams. Have a good evening.